Now, there are things that just taste way better when they're homemade. One of them is this amazing guacamole recipe that I'm about to show you, and the other one is making your own tortilla chips using coconut oil. Stay tuned. So before I get started, let me just get this disclaimer out of the way. There are mixed evidence when it comes to the health benefits of coconut oil and also health risk of consuming coconut oil. So depending on which research you read, do your own research. Some support that there are health benefits to coconut oil. However, there are some researches that indicates that it can have potential health risks like heart health issues due to its saturated fat content. However, coconut oil is natural and it is unrefined if you get the unrefined organic ones at least. Also, it has healthy fats. There are studies that indicates that it can be a good thing to help balance out hormone levels, especially with older women going through menopause. So there are some health benefits to that. And also the other thing is that it fills you up longer. So when you cook with coconut oil, you get fuller longer, so you don't get hungry as quick. So in that way, it is beneficial for people who are trying to manage their weight or lose weight. Also, coconut oil is from a plant. It's natural. It's not hydrogenated like most oils are. And hydrogenated oils are highly inflammatory. And inflammation is linked to many diseases. So I'd rather use oils that don't have hydrogenated oils like coconut oil. And also it has healthy fats and it keeps you fuller longer. It also has other benefits to it, but you can do your own research. However, I am very comfortable using coconut oil. I've been using coconut oil for at least 6-7 years now, and I don't have any heart issues. To me, it is way better than most oils, except for avocado oil. That's my other to-go-to oil. Coconut oil makes the tortilla chips taste so rich and buttery. Anyway, let's get started with how I make these delicious tortilla chips. So you can use any tortilla of your choice. I prefer like gluten-free tortilla, but I have not been able to find any gluten-free tortillas that taste good. And I'm working on making my own tortilla chips using lentil. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on that recipe. I also try using corn tortillas. The only problem with that, it's hard to find non-GMO corn tortilla. And the second issue is that the corn tortilla soaks up the oil like crazy. So you're gonna end up with like extremely oily chips. So that's why I use just regular flour tortillas. They're not the best when it comes to health. This is the brand that I like better. So hopefully I'll find one that's gluten-free and healthier. But anyway, choose the tortilla that you want. And depending on how many you want to make, so this is a regular size tortilla. I normally use 2 to 3 full-size tortillas, and I do make this for me and my daughter, and you can also keep the rest. Sometimes I make enough to serve us for more than just a day. So anyway, what you want to do is cut up the tortillas into triangular shapes. It doesn't have to be perfect. Not all of them will be shaped like triangle. It can shape like rectangle or whatever shape you want, but I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to cooking. So you want to go ahead and cut them up into small enough pieces, and then you're going to take a wide enough pan or cooking pot in this case, and then you're going to add some coconut oil to it. I don't like to waste oil, especially when it's healthy, plant-based, and or organic, in this case like the coconut oil. So I only use what's needed. So I go ahead and fry these tortillas small batches at a time so that it can evenly cook, and also to leave enough room for them to cook evenly. You want to cook each side for about 2 to 3 minutes and then flip it over. Once you're done frying the tortilla chips, you want to put it in a rack to drain out the excess oil. They didn't cook as evenly as I wanted to. It's just so hard trying to film and cook at the same time. But they came out pretty good. So this is what they look like, all ready to be served. And I'm going to put it aside, and then I'm going to show you the second recipe that I made, that I eat with these tortilla chips sometimes. My recipe is guacamole or avocado dip. And for my avocado dip, I like to use ripe avocado, but not too ripe. And then I also like to use red onions and some tomatoes. And since I'm using these tiny tomatoes, I like to use between 1 to 1.5 tomatoes. So you want to mash your avocado with a masher until it's nice and smooth like this. Here I'm chopping up my onion and my tomatoes. Once you add your cut up tomatoes and onions to this to the bowl, you want to go ahead and add half a lemon to a whole lemon, depending on how tangy you want it and also how big the lemon is. And then add in your spices. I try to keep it simple, so I'm using salt, pepper, or cayenne pepper, and just mix it up really well. After a taste test, I also add this jalapeno garlic kinder spice and a bit more pink Himalayan salt. And this guacamole can last in your fridge up to 5 days. This footage was taken about 3 days after this was made, and I first ate it as an avocado toast, and it was so delicious. But this guacamole is so versatile. You can use it with so many other recipes. It can be used as a veggie dip. I use the guacamole to dip my yellow peppers, and they were delicious. Another way I love to enjoy these tortilla chips is eating them with salsa. That is my next recipe, making mango salsa. So this salsa includes mangoes, onions, and tomatoes. And for the mango salsa, I prefer using lime just because I think lime goes better with this salsa. And I went ahead and squeezed in a whole lime and then add in some seasoning to taste. Once again, keeping it simple. So I love this jalapeno kinder seasoning. I also added some salt as well as some cayenne pepper. Now you just want to go ahead and mix it really well and make sure everything is dissolved before adding in your fruits and veggies. So I went ahead and chopped those fruits and veggies up and then added to the seasoned lime. Mix it up really well. And this salsa is so delicious. It has just enough spices, that little hint of sweetness from the mango, and it tastes so delicious with these chips. These are one of the best, like when it comes to taste, one of the best snacks or even side dish if you want to have it as a side dish. It is really, really good. And also it is way better than most tortilla chips that you buy at the stores. Those are often fried with hydrogenated oils because those are the cheaper oils, and hydrogenated oils are highly inflammatory and are linked to chronic illness. And inflammation is one of the main causes of diseases and illnesses. So try to avoid those as much as possible. If you're going to buy your own chips, try to get the more natural ones, and also read the ingredients, what types of oils are used. If you're lucky, you can find chips that are fried with avocado oil, like 100% avocado oil, but those are often way more expensive. So either way, it's just better to make it your own. For one, you're using better oils, hopefully, and secondly, it's cheaper and you know exactly what's in the ingredients. And the other thing is most chips are loaded with salt and other preservatives. So I just found these to be one of the better options when it comes to chips if you really must have your chips. And I do not have this that often. However, when I'm craving for chips or something like flavorful, something rich, something crunchy, something spicy, something really savory and delicious, this is my to-go-to snacks. They're so, so delicious, and I enjoy making these just because they're so rich. They give you the satisfaction of the buttery, rich taste without the added junk. So anyway, this wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Also, if you're elevating and becoming a healthier version of yourself and you want to learn more recipes when it comes to food, beauty, and even body care products, make sure you do subscribe to my channel and hit the post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a video. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a blessed day, evening, night, wherever you are, and I hope to catch you on my next video.